Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
The Lord is my life. And my salvation. Nothing shall harm me. We shall not fear. We shall not fear. We shall not fear. We shall not fear. There's someone wrong. There's someone wrong. They should not rise. They should not rise. They should not rise. They should not rise. They will not rise. I do my thing. In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Popcorn World. Popcorn World.
Can I make you move now? Yes, I can. So you can get this move in the back of a can. I can make it round the world when the holes in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. That's that popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. It's a popcorn world. It's a popcorn world.
You're now listening to the Brothers of the Five. At shooting guard, it's your boy, Killer Cam. At small forward, it's Reggie Love. At point guard, C Major. At power forward, Al B. And at center, Mr. Noise, Lloyd Spence. And now, the Brothers of the Five.
Add one more plus me and do the
It is a glorious evening. Welcome to each and every one of you. I am sitting in this game room. This is a beautiful game room behind me. I don't know what Chad is doing. I don't know what he's doing. He got some strange dude looking at us in the background. It's ridiculous. What is this, Chad?
We still them boys, man.
No, you're not.
We still them boys, man.
This is what we doing tonight? We just putting up ridiculous stuff? Okay, I'll play a silly game. No. I'm good.
We still them boys, man.
Okay. All right. We want to do ridiculous things tonight. I see what's happening. No. I'm with it. I'm with all of that.
It's a little tomfoolery, that's all. Just a little tomfoolery.
Okay, no. I'm with the tomfoolery. You want to do things that are tomfoolery? I'm down with the tomfoolery. First of all, how you doing? Let's tell everybody how you doing. First of all, this is the Five. That's C Major right there. I'm Lloyd Spence. Good to see everybody. As always, we're glad to be here to bring this show to you. We love doing this show.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what's going on with you. How you doing, Chad Mason?
Good, man. Good. I'm doing good, man. So far, so good.
Life is treating you right?
So far, so good, man. Just gonna see what these Warriors gonna do in the next 30 games and see if we can get higher seed.
Don't jump the gun. We talking about you. We got a whole show talking about the Warriors.
I know. That affects me.
Yeah, but okay, but you jumped the gun is what I'm saying.
Okay, my bad.
Just slow down.
I'm just ready to talk sports. My bad. I'm just ready to talk sports.
No, you coming here with this high energy of ridiculousness is what you're doing.
Hey, we going all in, man.
What is this thing? Who is this guy?
Look like Troy Aikman.
That's supposed to be Jerry Jones in his former life?
Could be, man. I thought it looked nice. I don't know.
That's okay. We're gonna put up backgrounds tonight. I see what's happening. So I'll put up.
I'll just follow in suit.
No. I'm gonna put a background up. Since we're putting backgrounds up. There we go.
See. Okay, I got you.
No, I'm just saying I'm putting up backgrounds. I thought that's what we were doing.
I got you. Okay. We playing that game. Okay.
It's fine.
Just wait till next week. Just
No,
wait till
ain't no next week. I'm just saying.
Just wait. Just you wait.
You started this with this foolishness.
Okay.
I'm going back to my game room.
Okay.
All right, now let's go. You started this. I didn't start nothing. I'm just going by what you doing.
Okay. Okay. I got something for you. Yep.
Why you gotta have something for me? I didn't do nothing.
Okay.
You know what? We just move on with the show. Boy, people just so sensitive tonight. I don't understand. Well, we've been on a break. Some of y'all be like, why ain't y'all come last week? Because it was Valentine's Day, and we love our wives like you love your wife.
Man.
Or girlfriend or whoever your significant other is. Y'all ain't gonna get us divorced because y'all want to hear sports talk. We're not doing
Not
that
at
with
all.
y'all.
Not
We
at
hear
all.
you because of y'all. We love y'all. We love the Five Nations. Shout out to the Five Nations. But no, we gonna stay married. Tell them, Chad.
Oh, facts. No, you spit facts, man. You was preaching, man. I didn't want to get interrupt you preaching, man. But
I'm
yeah.
just saying, can I get an amen or something? You know what I'm saying?
Amen, Pat. Amen, Pastor.
That's all I'm saying.
I love my wife. I love my wife. So yeah, we
Love
had to
our
sit
wife.
that. We had to sit that one out. We had to sit that one out.
We love our wives, so
Yeah,
no, we can't speak
yeah.
for your situation, but we speak for ours. We love our wives. Love my daughters. I'm not going to get crucified because y'all want sports talk. All right.
We
That's
back
the
though.
kid.
We back.
Matter of fact, I think Greeny took off on Valentine's Day. He didn't even show up to work. So that tell you how much we love our wives. All right.
Yes, sir.
He didn't even show up to work, but now we're here. Okay. So y'all don't know nothing about what we feel about nothing. So we're going to give a brief Super Bowl recap since we weren't able to do that last week. Great game. Great game. But it's Patrick Mahomes.
And you don't want to bet against him, man. You don't want to bet against him at all. So.
Y'all gonna learn to stop betting against Patrick Mahomes. It's that simple. This is easy. This ain't even hard. Stop betting against Patrick Mahomes. He has definitively proven that you can't. If you gonna beat the Chiefs, you got to come saying I'm gonna beat Patrick Mahomes. And I heard something the other day, and I'm gonna twist the conversation a little bit. Chad, I want to get your thoughts on this. I think it was Chris Canty. Shout out to great Chris Canty. Love Chris Canty. Chris Canty said, I think it was Chris Canty. It may not have been Chris Canty now I think about it. I thought it was Chris Canty. It don't matter. Whoever said it, I apologize if I'm not giving you your proper credit in advance. But it was profound what they said. They said, you got to start thinking of Patrick Mahomes as the GOAT. And the panel asked, well, why? No, I know exactly what it was. It just came packed on my head when I made the statement. It was Teddy Bruschi.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It was Teddy Bruschi. Did you remember? Did you hear those comments?
I heard those comments.
So let's let the listening audience know what we're talking about. Teddy Bruschi said you got to start thinking of Patrick Mahomes as the GOAT. And everybody was like shocked because, he played with Tom Brady. He said, well, why? He said, because in the first 3 years, Tom Brady wasn't Tom Brady. Go back and look at the numbers. Go back and look at the games. He said he didn't have very many touchdowns in them first few games. It was the defense making plays. It was us carrying them on the defensive side and making it easier for the offense to get like rushing touchdowns and so on and so forth. It was an equal parts situation. So them first 3 Super Bowls that he won, that was not because he was so great. It was because the team was so great. He said that's different than Patrick Mahomes. He said Patrick Mahomes, three Super Bowls was because of Patrick Mahomes. So I'll be honest with you, Chad, I was kind of shocked by that. I was like, yo, my man, that's what we doing today? Pilots. But
against his own quarterback, too.
Against his own quarterback. But I think maybe Tom might even agree. Because know what's funny about it is you never hear Tom or Jordan in the actual debate for the GOAT. They never talk about that. They never even get involved in that. So that's more barbershop, ESPN, sports talk fodder than it is actual the person saying something. And I'm wondering how much Tom might agree. Tom might be like, Teddy ain't lying.
Well, he was drafted in the 6th round, so there has to be some type of merit there.
There's probably some truth to what he's saying. You know what I'm saying?
I want to fact check to see what his numbers did look like in his first couple of years.
I think, and I thought about that as well. I didn't feel like fact checking it here before the show because I got too much going on today. Yeah. But I was just like, that's a strong narrative, So I feel what he's saying, but I am of the opinion now, though. And I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. Man, Patrick is just that dude, and until somebody proves that they can beat him, and here's the thing, you gotta go beat him.
Yeah,
like they're not gonna beat themselves. The 2 Super Bowls that he lost, well, not 2 Super Bowls, the 1 Super Bowl that he lost to Tom Brady. That defense went out and beat him. They beat him up. They beat up his team. They beat up his coach. I think the water boy got smacked around a little bit. They beat him.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Patrick Mahomes has to be defeated. He's not gonna go beat himself. He's not gonna. He's at that. He's in that zone now where he's not going to keep making a bunch of mistakes. Even in the Super Bowl, they lost to. They've lost 2, right? Am I wrong?
I thought he's been there 6 years, right?
They didn't lose. No, you're right. They almost lost to the Eagles.
They didn't get there one time because Cincinnati, right? Yeah, and at Cincinnati, he got beat by Cincinnati.
Cincinnati beat, but Cincinnati used the same formula as the Patriots did. They beat them up. They beat up the girlfriends. They beat up fans, the vendors, hot dog man. Everybody caught one. So if you're going to beat Patrick Mahomes, you got to go truly beat them. You can't. Ain't no keep it close. If you keep it close, he's gonna beat you.
Yeah, and the thing is, you can't give him the ball last.
No, you cannot give him the ball last.
Why would you? And I heard about some confusion or whatever that San Francisco didn't know about the overtime rules. Whatever. Even though as it may, you still can't give him the ball last. You gotta. Right. You gotta go ahead and have him already get his stuff out the way, and then you can go ahead and have the ball and possibly win the game. But him with the ball last is going to be defeat.
You lose
99.99% of the time. Yeah. But like you said, Cincinnati really is the only ones that have kind of cracked the code, and I'm not sure if that's going to ever happen again because we don't know what Joe Burrow is going to be. Now that coming back from injury and everything, so I think maybe Kansas City or for the foreseeable future. I don't really see right now unless Baltimore does something miraculously and tries and Lamar just turns it around, and I just don't see Kansas City.
I don't think the Ravens are as far away as people think they are. I think the Ravens are close. They just gotta let Lamar be Lamar and stop trying to make him into something he's not. He's a running quarterback. He's good at it. In fact, he's the most dangerous weapon in the NFL. So let him be who he is. And if he's allowed to go trust his instincts, I think they can win that game. Now they got a lot of off-season challenges because they got to sign a whole lot of folks back, to make it all work. But if they can bring back the core of that team, I think they'll be right there. I think they'll be right there in the end. Now, you said something interesting about Cincinnati. I gotta agree with you in that I don't know what Joe Burrow is going to be anymore because you can't keep having a bunch of injuries and it not ultimately start to affect you. And he's having them early. Like he's having season season-ending injuries early in his career. And so you got to wonder how much of that is going to play in the long-term journey of his career. Like, did he go out and beat Patrick Mahomes? Yeah, he beat him at Arrowhead.
Yeah.
But can he stay healthy enough to get through a season to do it again?
That's the question. And also you got T. Higgins, got that in that
Well,
situation.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. Yeah. We're definitely gonna get to the free agents and all that stuff. But it's just an interesting conversation. But that's our recap, y'all. Y'all saw the rest of the stuff. We don't want to talk about Alicia Keys. Everybody done beat that down. Usher did fine. He did good. Everything else is fine. It's been a while since then. That's what I said. It looks creepy, just like his franchise.
It looked good, don't it?
It looks creepy, like real creepy.
It's hypnotizing.
It's hideous, is what it is. But let's go to question 2. Now this is a little different. I ain't gonna hold you. I haven't said much about this privately. I've said a few things privately, but I've said nothing publicly because I wanted to specifically save it for the 5.
Yeah.
But I do have a lot to say. And I teased it yesterday, last night's show, on Talking Noise, that we have a perspective here about this that is not, I have not heard, I've yet to hear anywhere else. And I appreciate all of the other broadcasts, but I've not heard anybody else say this yet. Now I haven't heard everybody's thoughts, but I just haven't heard anybody say it yet. So we're gonna say it here tonight. Prior to the start of the Sunday's game, shout out to TNT. They did a phenomenal. I don't know if you saw this, Chad. They did a phenomenal story on the 1968, either 64 or 68 All-Star game. And it talked about how this was a pivotal game because the NBA was renegotiating or not even renegotiating, it was negotiating TV rights. And they were talking to NBC, and they wanted the NBA wanted to be on TV, obviously, to try to make money, for the league or whatever. And so ABC was like, that's what's up. Okay, let's put the All-Star game on, and if it's successful, then we'll build from there. Let's test it out and see what's up. So they went to the players and said, hey, listen, we got this opportunity. Let's put the game on. Let's do our thing. And then it's going to be better for the league. So initially the players was like, okay, that's fine. But then they started thinking like, wait a minute. So y'all going to make some more money and y'all still underpaying us? Because a lot of players were working second jobs just to play in the NBA. They were, having to make the ends meet, and they didn't have a pension. If somebody got hurt, you were out the league and out of a job and in dire straits. And by the way, they just they should hide that till next year as well. I agree. I agree, Facebook. I agree 100%. But let me get back to my story. So, make a long story short, the players were livid that they weren't trying to accommodate them as players, but they were trying to be more like kind of greedy and, make more money with TV rights and all that stuff. So they decided they wasn't going to play the All-Star game. So several hours before the game was supposed to go on TV, they decided we're not playing. So the owners came, the Celtics owner came, Red Auerbach and them, and the Lakers owner came at that time. And he was like, Elgin, what are you going to do? He said, I ain't playing. Jerry West, what you going to do? I ain't playing. If y'all don't play, you'll never play in this league again. And all the players united was like, oh, well, y'all going to give us what we want or we're never playing again. we're done. So 5 minutes before or 15 minutes before the game is supposed to start, ABC said, listen, I don't know what y'all beefing about, but here's what we gonna do. If y'all can't convince them to play, we just gonna go to other TV shows. We got other TV shows we can show. We don't have to show the All-Star game. So now it got real tight because they about to lose the opportunity. So the owners had to go back in there and negotiate with the players and for like pensions and better salaries and all kinds of stuff. And make a long story short, the things that they were fighting for, they got that night before the All-Star game. So many sacrifices, many threats, many things have gone on in this league to make this league better for players, for coaches. Coaches' salaries are at an all-time high. Player salaries are at an all-time high. Referees get paid more than they ever get paid. Everybody's making a lot of money and have sacrificed a lot to make sure that these players can have the opportunities that they have. So why in the hell are y'all putting products like that on the screen? To me, what the All-Star game represented this past weekend was a disconnect of historical significance. You don't understand the sacrifices that have been made for you to do what you get to do. And you're taking it for granted, and you're spitting in the face of everybody that sacrificed to make your life better. It's the equivalent to me of anybody that doesn't understand what civil rights did as a black person for your life. Every time you don't take advantage of your life and take advantage of the things that you have been afforded for because people fought for you in civil rights, you disrespect those that came before you. And that's what this was. That game was atrocious, man. What Anthony Edwards, and I'm calling out Anthony Edwards specifically, but what he did in the skills game, shooting with his offhand, all that ridiculous, that's atrocious, man. That's embarrassing. And it's a disrespect to the people that gave their lives. They need to go sit down. Anthony Edwards needs to go sit down with Spencer Haywood and then understand why what you're doing is ridiculous. Spencer Haywood didn't go through all the hell he went through so you can go out here and act a fool. This is a business, and it's a business that has helped young black men become millionaires. And this is the way you treat it? It's embarrassing, man. And the fact that y'all not embarrassed about it, that you're not enraged about it, that you're not upset about it, speaks volumes to who you are as people. And you should be embarrassed by this. Now, I think there are some that are embarrassed, like LeBron, like, Steph and those guys, because they've tried. To some degree, they've tried to give a better product than that. But I still say they got to do a better job of holding these young guys accountable. And now my last statement of this, and I want to hear what you got to say. I watched the Legends luncheon brunch where they honored Jalen Rose and Reggie Miller and Larry Bird. Larry Bird said something powerful. He said, we got to make it mandatory that some of the young guys have to come to the Legends brunch because there's a disconnect from the history of the game and understanding what is going on prior to you being here and playing in this league. And you need to understand and talk to these guys. Talk to these legends before it's too late. Talk to Dr. J. Talk to Spencer Haywood. You missed your opportunity to talk to Bill Russell. You missed your opportunity to talk to Will Chamberlain. Talk to these guys before it's too late so you can understand what has gone into making this game what it is and what you're carrying on your back. Okay, I'm done.
Nah, you said it great, man. You did your thing on that because, yeah, it's definitely a disconnect. between players and the NBA and what the All-Star game represents. I've had the privilege to go to All-Star game and attend the game when it was in San Antonio back in, I believe, 95, 96. And I was able to, meet the players and celebrities and different things. And so it was a big deal back then. Everybody, you got your best. You got the best players giving it their all. Even though, they're going to do their dunks and everything, they're still playing hard. And you had the Michael Jordans, the Patrick Ewings, the Shaqs. You just don't have that right now. You have, like you said, the LeBrons and the Stephs who know what it takes and know what it means. But it's like I saw more effort in the celebrity game than I saw in the All-Star game.
The celebrity game was way better than the All-Star game.
That's
way
crazy.
better.
So, like you said, it takes some adjustments and having the young guys be mentored by the older guys, and just to, I don't know. I've heard some things that where they say that in the summertime, like you're working on your game, you playing harder in the summertime than you do in the All-Star game.
Playing harder there, the 24-hour fitness around the corner.
Yeah, so treat it as that. Work on your game, and they should maybe try to do some type of incentive. I was thinking, like they do in baseball. If you win the All-Star game, you get like home court advantage or something like that.
And Chad, I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to that thought process. I've even thought of that myself. But where's your sense of pride? Where's your sense of understanding as it relates to the All-Star game and the history of and just where's your sense of competition? It's disheartening, bro, to think that I got to incentivize you to do what's right. Yeah. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, I don't understand why I gotta dangle a carrot in front of you to get you to do what's right. It don't make sense to me. But that's where we are. That's the world we're living in right now. And it's sad.
It's the same with the Pro Bowl, though, too. What they did to the Pro Bowl, they had to make adjustments because it was becoming the same thing as what this is right now.
And I've heard people say that. I personally, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't necessarily agree in regards to the Pro Bowl. And the only reason I don't agree is this, because that's a violent game from the start. And so I can understand not wanting to get hurt. Although the truth of the matter is, when you play that game in pads and you play at a half speed, you're more likely to get hurt doing that than playing it at full speed or whatever. But I don't have but I'll say this, because I watched the Pro Bowl this year. They were in the skill stuff and also in the flag football. They competed.
Yeah,
they competed. So maybe that's the fix for them. Maybe we got to take the. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's just, to me, the basketball shouldn't be this hard. Look, this person say I don't even bother watching anymore. By the way, I apologize.
You know what it is? That's LeBaron, the birthday boy.
Is that LeBaron? Okay. I apologize because for some reason it's on our screen. It's coming up Facebook user. I'm not sure why. So if you don't mind identifying yourself, we'd appreciate it. So that way I can give you your props and give you your shout outs, whatever. Shout out to LeBaron. Happy birthday to you, bro.
Happy birthday, everybody get your popcorn world for real. Everybody
get your popcorn world today. DoingTheFlavor.com. Get on over there and buy you something. And I agree. The dunking contest was you know what? The dunking contest was bad. The skills thing was bad. The only thing that was good was really the 3-point competition. And the Sabrina and Steph thing was good.
Yeah.
By the way, Kenny Smith is catching bullets.
Oh man. Sometimes you just gotta be quiet, man.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I think Kenny was tired. And I think he wasn't thinking, because I feel like in his right mind he wouldn't have said that. I could be wrong, but I think in his right mind he wouldn't have said that. Because it didn't make sense what he was saying. He was like, well, she should have shot from the – bro, she put up a score that if she'd been in the men's game, she would have qualified for the finals.
Exactly.
So No, she didn't need to shoot from anywhere but where she shot. She did great. She just lost. And she didn't lose by a lot. Steph didn't blow her out.
Yeah. You think
So-
I think what's gonna happen next year is they're gonna make it like the match. They're gonna probably bring Steph and Clay together, and probably Sabrina and Caitlin
Kate.
Clark.
Yeah, something like that. And I understand when LeBaron said people made a bigger deal of what he said.
You can't just
But
say
that's
that.
what happened. That's why you don't say it. That's actually the reason why you don't say it. Because people are going to take something small and relatively benign and innocent and turn it into a big thing. And I knew when he said it, I was like, oh, no, you should have said that, bro. Because those politically correct police are always listening. And they go take that statement and run with it. So, and that's an easy one to take and run with because it's not real. It's not a real thing. Like, no, she the one said, I think I can beat Steph. So guess what? You got to come shoot from where Steph is shooting from. You can't, because he can't come shoot from where you shoot from. It does him no good to go to the WNBA All-Star game, 3-point contest, and you push him in 5 feet.
You're gonna make them all.
What? You push him in 5 feet and give him a smaller ball. He might not miss. So I think it worked out the way it was supposed to. She did great. It was fine. But as a whole, the weekend was terrible. Like it was a C- at best.
It's
And
hard
I'm
to
being
be,
generous with the C-.
but it's hard to have like an all-star game like when it's cold like that. Because I remember when it was in Dallas and everybody was complaining it was cold and everything. It's I don't know. It just brings a different
I think
vibe.
the cold is what made that happen.
I think so, man. I think it's just a different vibe, man. The different vibe it brings.
I don't know about that. I just think it was a bunch of laziness going on this past weekend, and they just didn't show up to put on they don't understand the importance of what the All-Star game is. The All-Star game is a showcase to the fans. It's a corporate grab that allows the league to make money that it wouldn't have normally made under other circumstances, and it better provides for the teams. It better provides for the league as a whole to provide resources that the league wouldn't normally have or whatever. I think now I'm gonna tell you this, and then we'll move on. I think they need to incorporate more of what happens in the celebrity game in their All-Star game. That LED court was fire.
Oh man,
That's great. I think that's fantastic. So why not incorporate some of that into the game and into the competition to make it even more interesting? Because that's a cool little vibe, and the All-Star game is the perfect platform to put that in. And
I thought that's what was going to happen. I thought they were going to do that, but I guess not.
I thought they were going to do that too. So I'm saying you got this amazing court that's designed to perfection. Why not utilize it to the fullest? Like, I don't understand why you're not utilizing that to the fullest. So I don't know. I again, I feel like C- is too high. Maybe I go D+. It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
200 points, bro. That's bad.
There's no defense whatsoever. They had 100 points in the first half.
Huh?
They had 100 points in the first half.
That's 100 points at half. They scored 211 points. That's ridiculous. And then the other team scored 196. What are we talking about right now? Or 186, whatever it was. That's ridiculous. So anyway, enough of that. We'll move on to question 3. March Madness, man. We're about a week and a half. We're a week away. We're a week away. I'm watching these teams. I'm starting to watch so I can get my bracket together. Who you watching, man? Who you got who's your early national championship favorite? I would have said UConn, but Creighton was like, nah. Creighton came out last night and whooped the tar out of the UConn.
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching Houston right now, and I'm watching Purdue. Those are my two. That I think will be there at the end. So
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I've watched Houston, and here's what I think. Houston has everything you need to win a national championship. The problem is they have the same problem that Louisville had in 2013 when they played. It's an ugly style of basketball.
Why you got to bring that up, man? Come on.
Well, I'm bringing it up for it because it's an ugly style of basketball. They're physical. They are Houston is so physical. They come in to punch you in the mouth. They're gonna be physical. They're gonna beat you up. They're gonna bring the noise. They're gonna bring the ruckus. Now, what will be interesting is, will the NCAA tournament allow them to play that way? Because if they call the game based on their style of play, then man, they're gonna foul out. So I don't know. I like Houston a lot. I think Houston, this is the best Houston team they've had. Houston and UConn are the only two teams I trust.
You think this is the best Houston team that they had out of all them years that they been in like the Final Four?
I'm talking about in the last 6 or 7 years. I think so. I like their defense. I like how intense their defense is. They're still not none of the teams are great scoring teams. But they'll lock you up.
Yeah.
And they will out physical you and they'll turn defense into offense real quick, and that's how they win. So I think they have the potential to win this thing. But again, it'll all be based on, will they be able to play their style of game? So we'll see.
Yeah.
But that's on the men's side.
Yeah, on the
women's side. What about the women's side, Chad?
I only see, man, you want to say LSU is going to be in there.
Okay.
Then you want to say South Carolina is going to be in there.
Okay.
But
undefeated.
I want to have USC in there. I want to have them in the mix because I think
you're thinking like I'm thinking. You're thinking like I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Tell me why you saying USC, and I'm gonna see if our reasonings align.
Because Juju is box office. She's box office, man.
Oh, you just saying it because of one player?
No, but I'm saying they have a good team and they definitely play together. But I mean, you got to start with Juju, and she's good, man. But they play as a team, even though she's the front runner. They still play as a team, and they have a good shot at running the table. And they're gonna have the TVs on them if she's in there. They're gonna have the TVs on her. So
I'm gonna tell you this, and I will stand by this statement. You have never seen a team on the men's side or the women's side win a national championship without great guard play, ever. It's never happened. I don't believe that it's ever happened. I can't think of one team on the men's side or on the women's side that won a national championship without tremendous guard play. Now, I'll take it a step further. You have seen on the men's side and the women's side a team be led by a dynamic guard. Somebody who was special. And a lot of times that specialness can get you deep into the playoffs. Now, I may not win always, but it'll get you to a 16, to an 8, and maybe even to a 4 because they're just so special. When I look at that dynamic, I'm looking at Juju Watkins. I'm looking at the young lady from South Carolina. That's their point guard. And I'm going to apologize because I'm going to jack her name all the way up. I apologize. I'm going to try to get it right. but I know I'm gonna jack it up. Malaysia Full Wally.
You got it?
She is. Listen,
Yeah, she
they
nice
got,
too.
they got some players on their squad, man, in South Carolina. And listen, it's South Carolina versus the field right now. Let's just keep it gangster. Because they're undefeated and they for real. But when you look at, like you said, Caitlin Clark, when you look at Juju Watkins, who I think is the best player in college basketball, I'm going to be honest with you. Juju Watkins, she is different. So, and that's no shade to Caitlin. Caitlin is a baller. Man, ain't nobody shooting like that. We ain't seen nobody shoot like that in women's basketball ever. Like, she is a true shooter. But Juju is a different vibe. She's a different monster. And so I agree with you. I look at USC and I say, y'all are interesting. Y'all are interesting. I know everybody's gonna say Iowa. I know everybody's gonna say Stanford. Stanford is balling right now. Ohio State just got the big upset the other day. I get it. Texas it seems like they trending right now. NC State's playing good ball. Virginia Tech got Louisville at home, which was shocking because they ain't beat Louisville at home in a long time, and they got Louisville the other day. So it's some teams playing some good ball. Colorado is playing some of the best ball that they've played, although I think here lately they just fell out of the top 25. I think they have.
Yeah. The women's tournament, I think, is going to low-key be better than the men's tournament.
The women's tournament is going to – that's not even – we already decided that before the season. Yeah, the women's tournament is going to be fire. Especially when we get to the round of 16. That's when it's really going to be like must-see TV. But I would say this. I would agree with you. Keep your eye on USC. Oh, Colorado's still in it. Okay, I was going to say, did Colorado drop out the top 25? I just didn't see them. They're 11. Okay. But Colorado's sneaky good.
Yeah, they are.
It's sneaky good. So LSU, will they figure it out and make a run? All they got to do is just figure it out. So but again, I'm with you. Keep your eyes on USC. That's something about that team, man. It's something about that young lady that makes me go, oh no. So anyway, I'm with you on that, bro. Okay. I call this section popping tags, right? Like the Macklemore song. I'm gonna pop some tags. Why do everybody hate on Macklemore? I think because he beat out Kendrick for he shouldn't beat Kendrick that year. So
that's his only hit, ain't it? That's his only one.
No, he had two. He had Thrift Shop song. That was the Poppin' Tag song.
Yeah.
And everybody hated that other one. Can we go back? This is the moment. I like that song.
Don't they play that in basketball? I thought they played that during college basketball.
The ceiling can't hold us. The ceiling can't hold. I like that song. I don't know why everybody was hating that song. That's a good song, man. You might not. Is it like hardcore traditional hip hop? No, it's not. It's just an anthemic kind of pop song.
It's a good commercial song.
It's a good commercial song. You know what I'm saying? Get the crowd going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make the whites feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Huh?
I said, wow.
No, I'm just okay. I'll leave it alone. But in the theme of that song, Poppin' Tags. This is NFL franchise tag time, and on March 5th, which is a very, 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 very special day. Everybody's franchise tag is due, and so I want to go through with my brother Chad here, and you, the Five Nation, and just ask y'all who you think is gonna get these tags. Who you think gonna get these tags, and we're gonna utilize the good people of CBS. Who has put the list together for us of people that are eligible for the tag, and just ask some questions like, who you think gonna get this tagging? So, like, we'll start with Arizona. The only person that is they don't have any players according to CBS, worth giving a tag to. But if it was going to be given to somebody, it'd probably be given to Marquise Brown. But I don't think you give Marquise Brown the average of the best. First of all, let's understand what we're talking about in the tag. So these are the numbers that you get if you get tagged, right? If you're a quarterback, you'll get $36 million. If you're a linebacker, 22, defensive tackle, 20, wide receiver, 20, defensive end, 20, offensive lineman, 19, cornerback, 18, safety, 16, tight end, 12. Excuse me, running back, 11, and kicker, 5. By the way, the disrespect that for running backs is ridiculous. That is just disrespectful on so many levels. But now we digress. So do you think anybody you agree with the Cardinals? Nobody should get that tag?
Yeah, I wouldn't give it to Marquise Brown. Yeah.
Not $20 million.
Yeah, no.
Not $20 million. That's a lot.
Yeah, no.
I'd probably let him walk for that. All right. The Falcons don't really have anybody.
No.
The Ravens have Justin Madubuike. Now, let me say this. For sure, I understand tagging him.
Yeah.
You do not want to lose Justin Madubuike. If you watched the Ravens games last year, you heard them say Roquan Smith, you heard them say Patrick Queen, you heard them say Marlon Humphrey, and all these different names that were really stellar on this defense. The reason why they were so good and they were able to be good at their positions is because Justin Madubuike is a grown man, and he anchors the interior of that defense. I would argue better than anybody in the league did last year. Go back and watch the film. Justin Madubuike was incredible. So I understand tagging him.
Mm-hmm.
I think, though, I would like to try to figure out a salary if I could.
Exactly. You definitely want to sign him for like 5-6 years to stretch it out.
Well, and the thing about it is, bro, when you found you in an interior lineman like Justin Madubuike, don't be mucking around with that. Just go on and sign him and get done with it. Don't be. You already did this with Lamar and it came down to the wire. Yeah. Don't muck around with it twice and just go on and pay the man. And let's move on out the way. So I think I understand Justin Madubuike. I do. Only player that they said could potentially get it is Micah Hyde on the Buffalo Bills. But do you want to play Micah Hyde the same that like
you could find somebody
to his career?
You could find somebody to do what he does for a lot less.
For a lot less. Well, he's 33.
That too.
Like, with all due respect to him, he's 33. Has he earned one more great check? Yes. Do you want to pay him $16 million?
Yeah, won't be by Buffalo. That check won't be by Buffalo. If that's
right. I think he's going to get his money. He just won't be by Buffalo. Carolina Panthers, Brian Burns. I think it's the same situation as Justin Madubuike, but it's in a losing circumstance. Like,
yeah,
it hasn't helped. Like, they got a great defense, and it'd be nice to get that, squared away if you can, because you don't want to. You're already rebuilding. You want to just keep making it hard for yourself. So to lock this dude up now, while you're still relatively not a great team, probably smart. So I think they're gonna try to get a deal done with Brian Burns. What about Jalen?
I would lock him up so you can work on your offense.
Yeah, exactly. Lock him up, work on your offense. What about Jalen Johnson? What do you think? They got enough money to just go on and pay him, like cap space to go on and pay him, and he's young.
He's 24. Yeah.
Yeah. So why not just? And listen, we all know how hard it is to find great secondary guys in the secondary. So just go on and pay them and let's, get it over with. Now, this one intrigues me.
Yeah.
This one intrigues me because T. Higgins has not had he didn't have a great season this year, but that probably wasn't his fault. But when Burrow is healthy, he's caught over 1,000 yards. But can you find another T. Higgins?
Oh, is there one in the draft?
That's
I
my
don't know.
point.
We don't
That's
know.
my point. Or do you just elevate Tyler Boyd? And now you got Boyd taking T. Higgins' spot, basically doing the same exact thing, and you let T walk.
That's tough. That's tough.
That's tough.
Because I don't know
That's tough.
if Tyler Boyd is a number 2 receiver. We know T. Higgins could be a number 2 receiver because he's had, multiple 1,000-yard seasons. I mean, because you have to have somebody to take that pressure off of Jamar Chase. Can Tyler Boyd do it? I'm not sure. Why would you want to even risk that?
Not to mention the fact that T. Higgins, I ain't saying he's had health issues, but he only played 12 games this season. So now he's still young, a very young player.
Yeah.
But if you tag him, you're paying him $20 million.
Ugh, I think he's more in the 12 to 15 range, I'm thinking, but I don't know. I mean, to not lose him, I guess you might have to do that for 1 year.
If you're Cincinnati, what do you do? I know what you're hoping they're gonna do. You're saying I know you're hoping they let him go, so
I think if they
do behind you can go get him.
No, I think that if they let him go, perfect place would be Carolina. You go to Carolina.
They got a lot of money to pay players.
So I
That's a
think
good point.
that's
That's a great spot.
So I mean, I believe that Joe Burrow wants him there, so I think they'll make.
You think they'll accommodate Joe?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. No Browns players really to slap it on, so we can move on from there. This is another interesting.
You can move on.
No, we ain't moving on.
You can move on, man.
No, matter of fact, not only are we not gonna move on, I'm gonna single you out.
I mean,
The name that you've already franchised, which is what put you in the Dak situation, is Tony Pollard.
Yeah.
Last year, Tony had 252 carries, 1,005 yards, and 6 touchdowns, and he averaged 4 yards per carry.
he won't get another $11 million from us.
Huh?
He won't get another $11 million from us.
Are you saying let him walk?
I'm saying let him crip walk if he wants to.
Wow.
We got
You
bigger,
look at it,
we got bigger fish to fry.
but you ready to let him walk though?
Yeah. Yes. He's had a serious injury and he's come back, and that injury is not, we see he's lost a step.
Boy, they hell you and they nail you no matter who you are.
And he's not a number 1. He's a complimentary number 2. And he's lost a step. I'm not about to pay that man $11 million.
In the theme of Chris Brown, these teams ain't loyal.
we got bigger fish. We doing something else, man.
Oh man, I
You wouldn't pay him $11 million either.
he can't get 11 mil.
He got it.
Get 11 mil.
He already got it.
Okay, so give it back to him again for 1
Not
year.
Not for that production. No, not at all.
Man, y'all Cowboy fans, bro.
We could use that money. We could draft somebody better than him and use that money somewhere else. Nope. He can't block either. We need somebody to block.
I think he's gonna get the tag, but we'll see. The Broncos don't really have anybody. I would say the Lions don't have anybody. You're not tagging C.J. Gardner Johnson. I wouldn't tag him for what? Like that doesn't make sense. Definitely nobody on the Packers.
Wait,
You're not
hold
tagging AJ
on.
Dillon. You're really not
What about-
tagging John Runyon.
You're not tagging AJ Dillon?
No,
Nah, you're not.
no. Too old, man. Why would you tag that dude?
Yeah.
Houston, Texas, Dalton Schultz. Had a great season.
How much are tight ends getting? What, 15?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't see it. I mean, even though that's
well, it's 12. They're getting 12. They're getting 12.
Okay. Well, that yes. Okay. Yeah, I'll tag it. He was a reliable for CJ.
I like Dalton Schultz. I'll say this. I like Dalton Schultz. He had a heck of a season. Maybe tag him just to see if he can do it again.
Because your starting contract is going to be around 10 or 11 anyway if they could try to do a long term.
That's what I'm saying. I think I would tag him just to see if he could do it again. Now we could go ahead and extend him, and if you believe that he's that dude, then extend him. But I might tag him just to see, if he got one more season in him. Let's see.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's an interesting one for me. I wish Reggie or Cam was here because I'd love to hear their thoughts on this one.
Hey, now you talking about people that
Michael Pittman.
That you talking about people that we want to have. That's the person I want right there.
Well,
that's him.
But it's at 20 mil though.
We probably have to give him probably 15. We wouldn't do 20. We'd probably do 15 and stretch it out. But
he might as well stay with the Colts and get that tag. What up, Marco? Shout out to Marco. He's been doing these amazing videos. Got me out here looking like a straight G. Appreciate him. Go to my page. You'll see the videos. Okay. But Michael Pittman,
I've been a fan since USC, man. I'm good.
Listen, he's solid. Michael Pittman is solid. I want to pay 20 mil though. That's the thing. What else do they got everything they need though. They got Josh, they got Michael, they got the quarterback, they got the running back now.
And they might get somebody else in the draft. So
yeah, 20. I think I tag him. I know he ain't gonna like that, but I think I tag him. You can't just walk out the door and find 1,100 yards. You got it. Unless you can find an extension point, which I don't know if you can, because he gonna want 20. He gonna want to be paid like a top receiver, which he is a top receiver.
Yeah, and he's been doing it with different quarterbacks. He's been doing it with different quarterbacks each year.
That's the point. That's what I'm saying. Like, it don't even matter who's throwing to him. He gonna get his yards. Yeah. So I think I'd tag him. I think I'd tag him to see what him and Anthony become this year. And if they become what I think they're capable of becoming, then I extend them out after that. Now I know that might cost me a little more, but that's okay if it's winning me a division title, getting me to the playoffs and all that. Then that's a small price to pay to me.
Exactly.
I
said exactly.
Yeah. Josh Allen's a no-brainer for Jacksonville. That's a no-brainer. Matter of fact, I'm not sure I would tag him. I think I might go on and sign the brother and try to figure out how I can. Man, 17.5 sacks. Come on, man. Let's just sign him. What we mucking around with this?
Yeah.
Just go ahead and play the man. Now, here's another one. L'Jarius Sneed. Chris Jones is eligible for the tag. But the reason why they said they would tag Sneed is because it's cheaper to tag Sneed and to work out a deal with Chris.
Yeah. You definitely want to do Chris first. You definitely want to lock up Chris Jones. Though.
You want to lock up Chris, but you can't let L'Jarius lead the building. You just got a solid cornerback that you've been missing since Tyrann Mathieu left. So I think you might have to tag him, man.
I think he will accept the tag and he won't leave because they keep winning ships. So I think that's a good.
I was gonna say I think you got to tag him and go ahead and re-sign Chris, and then work on L'Jarius next year. I think you got to do that. Okay. Josh Jacobs was tagged last season, but he didn't put the numbers up like he did last year. Now, I can't say that was all his fault that he only rushed for 805 yards and 6 touchdowns. I don't think it was all his fault. But do you want to pay that kind of money? 11 mil for 800 yards and 6 touchdowns?
I would.
3.5 yards a carry. Now, to be fair, that wasn't all his fault because his quarterbacks were terrible.
Yeah.
And that Josh also stayed hurt. I agree.
But for 1 year, I think he would because Antonio Pierce is there now, and I think they see how it goes for 1 year, and then make their decision.
Almost the same type of situation in Los Angeles with the Chargers and Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler's phenomenal when he's healthy. He just don't be healthy. So, new coach in John Harbaugh, or Jim Harbaugh rather. You need a running game.
I think he's
compliment Herbert.
He signs a tag.
Maybe just to see if he can, kind of like what they did with Saquon, just to see if he can stay healthy. So nobody on the Rams. The Dolphins are looking at tagging Christian Wilkins. He got hurt, right? Is that what happened?
I think so.
If I'm not mistaken, Christian Wilkins got hurt.
I think so, yeah.
That's a big jump, man, from 10 to 21 million.
I don't know if they're gonna.
But 9 sacks.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it.
That's a big jump. That's a big jump, brother.
I'll let him walk in free agency and find something else.
You would let him walk?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
don't know if I let him walk.
Okay, then sign him to a friendly deal then, I guess.
I was gonna say I try to negotiate a deal, a pretty friendly deal, but I don't know if I'm prepared to give you 21 million
exactly
per year. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
For 9 sacks. That's a lot to me. Feels like a lot. So what does Kirk Cousins do? Kirk already made a lot of money.
He done been franchise tag like 10 times in his career. Right?
Man, he is but see, Kirk is one of the few players that has used the franchise tag to his advantage. Because like he from a financial perspective, he balled out in Washington. I think he ended up making like 90 mil off franchise, and then turned around Minnesota and signed a fully guaranteed contract. So I don't know his agent is, but I want his agent because he balled out on the franchise tag.
Yeah.
But
do they keep him though? That's the thing.
He's 35, man. He's 35.
I think
he's 35.
I think they let him walk, man. I think it's over. It's over.
But you could lose Jefferson.
I mean, that's why you throw the money at Jefferson. If you throw the money at him, he's not going nowhere.
I would if I'm Jefferson. I want to know who my quarterback is. I want to know who's going to throw me the ball.
Hey, we'll give you input on finding a quarterback. Tell us what you want to do.
I would try to find a deal that works to keep Kirk there. But I can't pay that dude $35 million though.
He
Not
has
that
trouble
age,
finishing the
35.
season though. He has trouble finishing the season, man. I don't.
Well, no, this is the first season that he didn't finish.
I thought he got hurt maybe a couple like last year and the year before.
No, I thought he finished those.
Oh, okay.
I just $35 million for a 35-year-old is a lot to me. That's where I'm struggling. That's where my struggle begins right there. That's a lot to pay somebody that's a little bit older. So, not saying older guys shouldn't get their money, but that's just a lot of money to pay. I'm handicapped at that point. I'm handicapped at that point. Because we 24 and 24.7 million under the cap right now. So to pay one dude $35 million, that's a lot. So I don't know. Nobody in New England. Because Hunter Henry, I can't imagine him wanting to take less. Because his tag would be $12 million for tight end. So then and you don't want to tag for that. And then Trent Brown, his tag would be $19 million. And I don't know if his Trent is worth $19 million. And then you got Kyle Duggar. And do you pay a safety that has a passer rating of 67.6? Do you pay him $16 million for 2 interceptions?
Not at all. No.
Or 107 tackles? That seems like a lot. I wouldn't tag anybody personally if I'm New England. I'm not sure I'd tag anybody. There's nobody in New Orleans I would tag. Then, of course, everybody wants to know what we gonna do.
Yeah, what is that's 11 to 12 million again, right?
Yeah, our problem is very simple. Because we tagged him last year.
Exactly.
So our problem is very simple. Do you tag a guy that's only giving you 3.9 carries per yards per carry? It's number one. Though it's not all his fault. Do you tag a guy who was 70% of your offense, but it didn't result to wins?
I mean,
and do you tag a guy who's not played yet, but one season or 2 seasons in the history of his career, all the games?
That's tough, but that's not really tough. I mean, if you say it like that, no, you don't.
Well, but that's the conversation that they're having in that building, because has Saquon more than earned his money and proven that he is valuable? Yes. Has he proven that he can be always consistently available? TBD.
Yeah. You always say the best ability is availability, and that's
best ability is availability. So that's why I say it's TBD. I don't know, because running backs don't become more available as their years go on. So is it time to go ahead and, unfortunately, listen, with all due respect to OBJ, it ain't really hurt the Giants to let him go. Yeah. It really didn't hurt like we thought it would. It hurt for a second, but not like it wasn't debilitating. So we had other issues that we needed to address, and we still need to address. So I don't know, man. I love Saquon. I'm a Saquon guy. I want to see the brother get his money.
Just not with y'all.
But I know he wants 15.
For how many years?
Probably 5.
Ugh. Is he over 30 yet? Is he 30?
That's a great question.
He's got to be in there.
That is a great question. Saquon Barkley is
15.
That's a great question.
15 for 4 years is kind of a little steep.
Well, I mean, from his perspective,
Yeah.
he probably says, "I'm giving y'all a bargain.
Yeah.
I'm 70% of the offense."
But you just go out and sign some other players, and he won't be.
He's 27. Doggone it.
Not even 30 yet.
Maybe you tied to that. Maybe you give him 3 years, 15 mil, or 14. 14?
How much guaranteed? All of it?
Yeah.
And you got to have some player some games play stipulations and bonuses or something.
Maybe. But I'm
That could
saying
work.
you guarantee it because, or guarantee the 2 years. Guarantee 2 years.
2 years, 15
I'm
million.
gonna guarantee 28
That could work.
with an option on the third. And in that way,
Not sure if you're gonna have them that long. Yeah.
5 years is a long time, bro.
It is. It'll be what, 32?
He'll be 32 when he finish.
That's usually the end for
That's my point. That's my point.
Yeah.
I don't know. That Saquon thing is gonna be tricky.
Yeah.
And is he gonna leave and become super great somewhere else? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a tricky one, man.
It
The
is.
Jets don't really have anybody. The Eagles don't really have anybody. Although they could technically bring back Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham. I think they're gonna lose DeAndre Swift,
Yes.
which is crazy to think about.
He's gonna be commanding big money. Big money.
Well, I don't know, man. The running backs ain't nobody trying to pay these running backs, bro.
Well, for running
I don't
backs,
know if he's gonna command anything.
I mean, he's gonna at least.
Would you pay him before you pay Derek? What do you think Derek's gonna get?
Probably what you talking about Saquon was gonna get
at 15 per year.
Yeah, for a couple of years. Yeah, I like that one.
I wouldn't mind doing 2 years, 30 mil for Derek.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
or 2 years, 14 mil.
That probably be the ballpark that I'm willing to pay. And Swift might make probably 15, 16. That, just
because he's a little younger.
He's younger, yeah. Yeah, you want to do
that's
a little bit above, what the little franchise is, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna skip the Jets. They got nobody. I'm gonna skip the Eagles. They got nobody. I'm gonna skip the Steelers. They got nobody. You traded a lot for Chase Young. Now it's time to pay 20 mil to keep him.
I mean,
or do you let him walk?
I think they pay him because you don't just get him just to let him go.
Is that the player that you want to?
I mean, he's one of the premier defensive guys, or he has been. I mean,
he played well in their system.
Yeah,
but they got a lot of guys. And while he helped tremendously, they got a lot of guys. So it makes you wonder, do you need to pay him? Because you got guys, you got dudes. Now, it helped to have him because when Bosa, it looks like Bosa's not going to necessarily finish seasons healthy always. So when he goes out, and then the other thing, you know what? The other thing is Greenlaw. How long is he going to be out?
Yeah. That's a good 9 to 12 months, probably.
So maybe you do tag Chase to protect the Greenlaw situation.
You need that depth. You need depth at that position.
You need the depth.
So,
you need the depth. Maybe I don't know. That's gonna be an interesting to see what they do with Chase. Leonard Williams.
Probably.
Y'all can tag him if you want to, but there's a reason why we let him go.
He'll
I don't think
probably
he did anything. I don't think he did anything for
say
for
4
Seattle.
sacks,
Like he was fine.
32
He was
pressures.
serviceable.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you pay for that. You pay for serviceable.
Yeah, that's really what you're paying for. Now here's an interesting one as well. Mike Evans.
Man,
Do you pay 20 mil on the tag for a 30-year-old receiver?
if you cannot sign up to a long-term deal, yes.
You don't let that dude walk out the building.
Nope.
Because you know Kansas City's already circling the wagons. They got people parked outside of Mike Evans' house right now.
If Mike Evans somehow makes his way to Kansas City, everybody might as well pack it up.
Oh, yeah. To me, Mike Evans going to Kansas City is the equivalent of KD going to the Golden State Warriors. It's over.
Fact. It's over.
It's
Pack it
over.
up.
I mean, you're not stopping Mike Evans, Pacheco, and Travis Kelce. It's over. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
It is a wrap. It is a rapsy-scapsy.
There's no way they should let that happen.
So that's interesting to me. So you say tag him, don't let that dude out the building.
Tag him or try to do a long term.
Okay. Titans aren't tagging anybody. They got $67 million in cap space. They don't want Ryan Tannehill, although they're gonna find out real fast that Will Levis ain't that dude. And they don't want Derrick Henry apparently. So I don't know what they're gonna do. That Derrick Henry thing intrigues me quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then you got the Commanders, bro. They got nobody to tag. That's it. So I think the most interesting one is going to be what do you do with Chase Young? What do you do with Saquon Barkley? What do you do with Mike Evans? What do you do with Tony Pollard?
Nothing.
Hater, man. You're a hater, bro.
Nothing.
Hater, bro.
He from Memphis. He can go to Tennessee.
Oh, my goodness. All right, we're going to make our final picks of the night, ladies and gentlemen. We call them the 5 picks, NBA predictions. We're going to start with Thursday night, the Thunder and the Clippers. The Thunder go on the road. They need this win. Not just because of the standings, but they need this win because they need to start sending now we're on the second half of the season. It's about to get real serious. And the Thunder need to start sending messages to the league, to the conference that we're for real. Because don't nobody take Minnesota or the Thunder seriously.
Not at all.
And so the Thunder need to go into the LA and dominate a game to send a message like, hey, man, we should be taken seriously. But I don't know if they can do it.
I don't think they will do it.
So you going Clippers at home?
Going Clippers at home.
I'm gonna agree with you. Clippers at home. The other game everybody's gonna be watching tomorrow night, Lakers Warriors. This really don't require a lot of thought because we are on diametrically opposed sides here. But I will say this: I'm really intrigued by this game because I think both teams are playing much, much, much better, and so it'll be interesting to see. And the last time they played, that was a classic. And so it'll be interesting to see how they both react to post, the post All-Star atmosphere now. So I
think it would be more intense because this is the back half of the season, so everything counts at this point.
Well, Golden State definitely needs this game far more than the Lakers because they're about 2.5 games behind, and in that 10th spot, and they can't afford for the Jazz to kind of catch up or whatever. So Golden State desperately needs this game. the Lakers needed to move up to put more pressure on Sacramento and Dallas. But this would be a good start and send a good message as to where they are. Give me LA, of course. I know you're talking with the Warriors.
Yes.
So I don't know why we spend so much time talking about it. The Heat and the Pelicans on Friday night.
Heat.
I'm going to say if Jimmy Butler plays, that the Heat go in there and beat the Pelicans because I think the Heat are trying to get established like we are a team to be concerned about. And they're chasing the Pacers. They're a half a game back from the Pacers. So I think they're trying to get into that 6th spot so they don't have to play, do a tournament game, a play-in game. So give me the Heat for that one.
Yeah, I'm going Heat too.
Celtics and Knicks on Saturday. I was going to say this is contingent upon who's healthy, but man, the Knicks, I mean, Boston, I don't know what they're doing over there. I don't know what they're doing. So give me the Knicks at home.
I'm going right there with you. The Knicks. Knicks at
You going Knicks?
Knicks.
Okay. All right. And then the final 2 games, we doing a bonus game, but the final game is Nuggets Warriors on Sunday at the Warriors. So if my theory holds true and the Lakers beat the Warriors on Thursday, this game becomes even more must win. But I think the Warriors are going to win it because they don't like the way that last game turned out anyway. They should have won that last game. And for Nurkic to be in their building hitting last-second threes, that ain't cool. So, and that was with or without Draymond? I'm trying to remember.
I think it was without.
That was without Draymond.
I think so.
Which, matter of fact, I don't think Draymond has played Nurkic in a year. Right? It's been a minute that they played against each other. To me, nobody defends him better than Draymond does. Nobody. And I've seen people try AD. I've seen a lot of people try it. But I have not seen anybody defend him better than Draymond has. So I'm going to say the Warriors get this game.
I will agree with you, sir.
But the bonus game for Sunday is the Lakers and the Suns. The Lakers go into Phoenix to play this game. I'm going to say that the Lakers build on their momentum from Thursday, and the sun goes down.
I would just not necessarily build on their momentum from Thursday, but I'm saying that Phoenix is a little wishy-washy. So
no, I said they build on their momentum from Thursday is what I said.
I heard what you said, and I said,
okay, I know if you heard what I said.
I said I don't think they will build on their momentum from Thursday. I think they will try to make sure they win because they lost Thursday, and they'll get this Suns win.
I don't know if you heard what I said earlier. I said the Warriors will beat the Lakers.
And
I mean the Lakers will beat. I said the Lakers will beat the Warriors.
Exactly. You said it right. Your heart.
I got it wrong. I got it wrong.
Your heart and your head said it right.
See, sometimes you get tired and you be saying the wrong things, like I had just said previously.
Nah.
So there you go.
I will get the win against the Suns for sure.
All right, man. That's it. Who you shouting out?
Let me shout out LeBaron first. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday,
LB.
Shout out Cam and Reggie in their absence. It's a 5 crew, 5 fans, the Rewatch gang, everybody. Shout out Johnny Manziel. I saw him go on Club Shay Shay and take accountability, man. He took some accountability. So,
all right.
I've been waiting to see that, and definitely going to watch the full thing. But I saw he took some accountability on LeBron trying to help him out. So
I feel like you're a Johnny Manziel fan.
I wouldn't say fan.
I would say fan. I'm using the words fandom for a reason.
I feel like his story was very interesting.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna give a shout out to Cheryl Swoops for also taking accountability with the assist from Angel Reese. Cheryl, you might be right, but don't say it out loud though. Just say it for the barbershop or the beauty shop. Because you sound ridiculous when you say it out loud.
Some things need to be said out loud.
Huh?
Some things need to be said out loud.
I don't know if that needs to be said out loud. That probably needs to be kept. Keep that together. Keep that inside like a knot. So, shout out to the WWE for building a substantial storyline right now in the midst of chaos. Like the one thing. The one thing that's been interesting about how they've handled this situation with Cody and The Rock and everything is that the one thing that they have not been talking about is Mr. McMahon.
Man.
You can't do much better than that, bro. Like, ain't nobody talking about that no more.
Yeah.
That story's over. So that's impressive to me by itself. I'm very curious to see where this storyline is going. Because they really haven't had to pivot with the injury to CM Punk and Seth not being 100%, and then also the McMahon situation. They've really had to pivot this season for WrestleMania 40, but they've done an outstanding job. Now, I'm still hoping for the one thing that I want to happen, and they teased a little bit Monday night, but I hope they follow all the way through. Nia Jax needs to beat Rhea Ripley this Saturday night or Friday night, Saturday morning at the Elimination Chamber. By the way, are you gonna get up for that? Because it's at 4 a.m.
Probably. I probably
you gonna get up?
Probably set an alarm.
Okay, little bro, check this out. If you get up to watch it, I'll get up to watch it. We'll watch it together. If you get up, I'll get up.
Is that you said that's Friday? Is it Friday?
So it's going Saturday. It's really Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
Yeah. So Saturday morning, like 4 a.m.
If I set my alarm and I wake up, I'm gonna call you.
All right. You ain't gonna get up.
We'll see.
You ain't gonna get up.
I get up that early to at least almost. I get up at 5 to work out. So.
I'll be up, bro. I'll be up. Okay. So I might go on and get up and watch it. It should be interesting though. I need them to give Nia Jax the belt.
You think she'll lose in her home country?
They've done it before. They didn't let Drew win. Drew went to Scotland twice and lost.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
2 years in a row he lost. So it ain't no big deal to let you lose in your home country. To me, the WWE needs Nia Jax to have a run similar to what Roman Reigns has had, because they don't have a legitimate female villain, and they need somebody. They need a standard bearer of dominance that people can hate, and she's perfect casting. She's perfect. The way she cleaned that room, the way she cleaned that ring, I was like, "Come on, y'all got to give her the belt, man. Put the belt on her, let her ride with it for a minute."
And technically, she's part of the bloodline.
And she's part of the bloodline. So you can add that in if you want to.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm hoping they let her do it, but we'll see. We'll see what it is. And then my last shout out is to the good people of the Power Universe. Specifically Raising Kanan. You get the slow clap. It's the highest honor I can give you. The slow clap. That finale for Raising Kanan was fantastic. Shout out to 50. Shout out to Courtney Kemp. That finale was. Do you watch Raising Kanan?
You're gonna be mad. I don't.
Oh man, you missed. Man, listen.
I gotta catch up.
One thing that the Power Universe knows how to do is close out a season. It was fantastic. It could not have been played better if they tried. So shout out to them. I appreciate them. Can't wait to see this for the fourth season. of Raising Canaan and seeing what that's gonna be about or whatever. So there you go. All right, that's my shout out. We done, man. That's it.
Yes,
Good to
sir.
see everybody. Appreciate you. Y'all have a great weekend. NBA is back tomorrow. Don't miss Believe in the ACC tomorrow. We have a new playoff system. But boy, some people got affected by it, boy. It's gonna be interesting to see how this all plays out. So we're gonna get into the thick of it tomorrow. This new system, 5 + 7 = 12. I don't know what it means, but I know some people are gonna be upset. And then we bringing back an old favorite. You be the judge. We got some of your best singers and dancers and rappers on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook Reels, and YouTube Shorts, Twitter. And we're gonna judge and see who the best of the best is. So all that's going down this weekend on Uncorked Wine. So we had a great time on Uncorked Wine this past weekend with the Step Show. Shout out to the Deltas and the Alphas that won it in a close one. It was really close. It was very, very close voting. I was shocked at how it turned out. So, but it was good. We had a lot of fun. So shout out to both of them. All right. Love you all, man. Love you, Fire Nation. Appreciate you for riding with us. LeBaron, go eat something other than popcorn. You've earned it. All right. Enjoy your birthday, my man, my guy. All right. We'll talk to y'all later. Five Nation. Peace.
Five will get you 10 when you're plugging in with the fire. There's no mystery. Let's make history with the fire. Oh, the strongest 2 and 3. Add 1 more plus me into the fire. Yeah. Keep it on the floor, and the funk plus 4, and you got fire. I said before, 1 and 9 is 10, and there ain't no span on the fire. There's no denying it. This